One last start. On his outside next of all is Wobbegong, 3 deep, having to work in running express service. Punamu's down on the inside. He's following Yoshi Noxious up to the corner. In the middle between horses came When We Were Kings. They're followed deeper out by Barracky Beats. Off the track is Grand Lorado, Universal Law. G. Cronkite still well back in the field. He's going back inside of heels, trying to find runs as Our Finest Moment reached the lead. Around his heel, Yoshi Noxious. Settlers Creek bursting through and Punamu runs on. It's Punamu on the outside reaching the lead. Settlers Creek on the fence coming. Punamu, Settlers Creek, and it's the Grey's day today. He's cracked at Punamu. Punamu beat Settlers Creek. Cronkite eventually got clear to grab third from Fath Noxious. Universal Law ran on. And then deeper out, Barracky Beats, followed home by Wobbegong and Our Finest Moment. King of Woo, Never Likely. Further back, Express Service, Grand Lorado. A long margin to When We Were Kings, and after leading for home, Denora has dropped right out to finish back there at the tail. Punamu, number 4, Patrick Carberry, the winner of the last event of the day for the Alan Matthews stable. Lovely run on the rails there. He just simply followed Yoshi Noxious in transit, pulled out, got to the outside. Cronkite there, the favourite, was in bother well back in the field. Pike was going to produce something more than a rabbit out of the hat to win from there. Finished up running on to grab third just in front of Yoshi Noxious. 124.81, but Punamu the winner. Ultra consistent, but one that never wins out of turn. By authorised out of Tangawai for the Tomos Syndicate, Mrs. P, Mrs. RC, Ms. AJ Thompson, G. Hilton, trained by AD Matthews and ridden by Patrick Carberry, beats Settlers Creek, which has found the shortest way home, by Discorsi out of Three Sisters for Colin Webster, ridden by Troy Turner. Raced by Colin Webster, Ron Sayers, Paz, Michelle Princier, Torrey, and Cronkite 7 has run third by Trade Fair from Sarama for Ted and Marilyn Van Heemst, trained by Grant Delana Williams and ridden by William Pike. 3/4 by 2.5. The official margins then at the last of the day. And no doubt smiles all round for a million different reasons for Alan Matthews and the team down there after the victory of Punamu.
Thanks, Darren. Alan Matthews joins me with the winning trainer of Punamu. And Alan, it must give you such joy when he displays that turn of speed and puts away a field like that just devastatingly.
Yeah, look, he's always shown us the potential. I think we got sucked into thinking he might be a stayer. It's just tempo related. You know, it's the only reason we went from a mile, 3 weeks between runs, back to a 14. It's just the early pace of the races. Yeah, look, he's a nice horse. Been frustrating, you know, the horses he's been beaten by, you know, Chocoholic, Scars of Justice, you know, he's not far behind them, and they're feature race winners. So, yeah, look, he's just, whatever race we can put him in where there's genuine tempo early, that's what he can do. And it doesn't matter whether it's over 1,400 or 1,600 metres again? No, definitely. You know, I don't know where we go now, but I might even think of giving him a little break and you know, have a look at the sprint races at Pinjarra and Bunbury, you know, fresh. There look to be a couple of races on New Year's Eve that could be well up his alley, at 1,200 metres, 72 plus, and 1,500 metres, or, as you mentioned, do you just give him a break and back off him a bit? Look, we'll just have a look. When they're racing well, you don't want to stop. You know, if preference, obviously, a 15 rather than a 12. But, yeah, look, we'll just have a look. And, you know, it's been a while. It's a while between drinks, so we'll just appreciate him getting over the line. And Paddy's ride, you must be thrilled for Paddy because he's stuck with this horse and he's given it a couple of peaches in its last 3 goes. Yeah, look, it was a super run last start with Ollie riding it. I thought he nearly fell halfway up the straight. You know, he didn't have much luck, and Ollie said should have won. And yeah, as I said, it's just tempo related. That's the whole thing to him. Al, congratulations, and I really hope it continues because Punamu looks to have a ton of ability. Well done. Thank you. Alan Matthews there, the winning trainer of Punamu. Great to see him put 2 on the board in 3 runs. He's got a ton of ability, but as Alan said, it's just a case of getting to the right race with a bit of tempo, Mark.
He's very frustrating from a punter's perspective. I know he's won 2 of the last 3, but a lot of people left money behind earlier in the campaign.
Hopefully they got it back here today on the last with Patrick Carberry. Paddy, that horse just lets down for him and let down again today off a really, really nice tempo. Looked like Yoshi Noxious burst through and was going to take over the running, and then Settlers Creek back to the inside. That's another horse who's been desperately unlucky and really deserves a win at this level.
Yeah, certainly, but all honest, a winner.
Oh, certainly. That turn of speed, we'll see it winning a lot of good races and hopefully some good ones in the future as we catch up quickly with Paddy Carberry in the last. Paddy, I know you get a real kick out of winning on this horse.
He's getting a few brownie points back, but he still owes me.
Tell us about the acceleration that he shows. What does it feel like when you're on top of him? Because he's obviously got ability there.
Well, obviously there's never been any doubt of his ability. He hadn't been to the races for 3 weeks, so Alan brought him to the track last Saturday. He just worked on his own. He said, just let him do evens and just let him do whatever he wants up the straight. And I just rested my hands down on his neck, and he just took off, and he just worked out of this world. And I'm like, just take that to the races. But he doesn't always. But today he ran really well.
Describe that feeling the last 200, 300 metres.
Yeah, I mean, he got a beautiful run in transit, obviously, but, you know, he travels up to him good, and when he let down, I thought, there's no way, even if he does ease off a little bit, the last bit, you know, he just let down too quick for anything to catch him. But, I mean, I guess Alan's worked him out a bit and just not doing too much with him. And as I've always said to him, for as long as he's been here, tempo is the key to this horse. And the more tempo in the race, the better. And, you know, even maybe 1200, like when he's fresh in his prep, you just ride him similar, and, you know, he's got a really good turn of foot, and if they go slow, he just can't utilise it as much, and yeah, it's a really good win.
Well, Paddy, well ridden, lovely positioning, and a great finish. Well done on finishing the day with a win.
Cheers, mate. Good having a chat.
Always good having a chat with Patrick Carberry. That does wrap up the day of racing here at Ascot. A wonderful Ted Van Heem Stakes. Wasn't the main event fantastic? And even to see a horse like Poonamoo let down in the last race there, just fantastic to see. We'll be back soon.